I'm going to open up this box, let y'all see what's in it, and then you're going to get a chance to win it for yourself. So make sure to stick around until the end of the video to find out how. Hello knitters, Barbara Benson here. I'm an independent knitwear designer who also likes to make videos here on my YouTube channel, Watch Barbara Knit. Make sure to check in the description notes below the video where you will find links to everything I talk about in this video, including how to get my patterns to knit up for yourself, how to join the Watch Barbara Knit Facebook group, how to support me on Patreon, and how to get my merchandise for yourself, and of course, all of the details on how to win the box I'm fixing to open and how to vote in the poll that I will talk about after the unboxing, because today is woohoo! Eat, Sleep, Knit unboxing day. Eat, Sleep, Knit is an amazing local yarn store in Georgia that is also an absolutely amazing online research, and we collaborate in that they send me this box that is specially selected. I have no idea what's in here. There's going to be a theme which we'll have to figure out. This is the January box. There will be a link in the description notes below to everything in this box once I have opened it up, and it's just for me to have fun opening and for y'all to follow along and see all the cool stuff. If you want to check out Eat, Sleep, Knit, please check in the description note below. Use the link that I have for them so that they know that I sent you, and they keep sending me these amazing boxes because it's super fun. They are specifically focused on specializing in independently hand-dyed yarn. They have so many beautiful yarns. They're wonderful people and they're a lot of fun. There'll be a video in the links below that is a tour of the store and a video that I explain this whole setup. But let's get to the unboxing. Is it cool? Oh, they hand stamp this box. Isn't it? It is so cute. Okay, so I have my box. I have my handy dandy scissors. I had a post-it note on here, just, you know, don't want to see my mailing address. You know what it is, like having your information out there on the wild web. I'm not the greatest with scissors, but I'm always very careful because I know there is yarn in here and I do not want any of it to get cut. So I'm a little timid with it. It's going to take me a second. Okay, everything, scissors, go bye-bye. Say bye-bye, scissors. Okay, so here we go. I'm not looking. Ew, good, I didn't have to be so careful. It is wrapped up, and we are going to just stick our hand in here. It's soft and squishy. One day they're gonna put something like cold and wet in here. And it's gonna be like, ew, what's that? But okay, what do we have here? Oh, what? Something fell. What is it? Ah, it's a note. Excellent. Happy New Year, Barbara. So happy to send another one with you. So happy to spend another one with you. Enjoy these wonderful wools. I think that might be a hint as to what's in here. And look at this. This is a cute note. It has the stamps on it. Is it the same? Yep. They use the same stamps that they did on the box to make me a little note. And it says wools. So I'm guessing maybe that's a hint to the theme. Let's pull out. You almost saw it. It's almost the same color as the paper. Look at. Let's see what we have here. This is Manos del Uruguay Cardo. I have never seen this yarn before. My light's a little bright right here. There we go. It was annoying me. Cardo, this is a new one on me. It is 100% Corriedale. This is exciting. So, if you look at most yarns in a yarn store, the dominant wool you're going to run into is merino wool. And we love merino wool. Merino wool is amazingly soft. The superwash version takes color beautiful. It is a great yarn, but there are a lot of other really interesting breed specific wools out there that have other things that they bring to the party. And I have been wanting to experiment with them more because, you know, I haven't worked with them as much and I don't know what they do. And this is 100% Corriedale. Corriedale is a specific breed of sheep, and this yarn, it is soft, but soft isn't its only like adjective. It's very, very boingy, if that is a word. It has a lot of spring to it. When I push it down, it really pops back. It's got a really plump, look at that. Look how plump that is. And let's see, when one of the things I like to do is pull it and see, you know, it doesn't thin down as much as I thought it would. So it's got a lot of body. Let's look a little bit more. This color is North Sea. It says it's 100% Corriedale wool, approximately 109 yards in a 100 gram skein. So I'm going to say this is definitely falling into the bulky yarn range. Nice. And it is 11 to 13 stitches per inch on a size 10.5. So it is 10.5, or that is 6.5 millimeters. So that is definitely squarely in the bulky range. Manos is a wonderful company. So this is Manos del Uruguay. And let me read you this tag. Manos del Uruguay is a non-for-profit organization created in 1968 to bring economical and social opportunities to Uruguayan rural women. We are organized in cooperatives throughout Uruguay's countryside where we spin and hand dye our own yarns. There are no two identical skeins. Each one is unique. This skein was made by Dragon. This skein was made in Dragon by Maribel. So it is really cool that you find out where the yarn was made and who made it. So it is a beautifully squishy yarn. Again, I said it's not like super, super, super soft, but it would be really interesting to see. It really, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if boing is something I can show you on TV, on the internet, but it has a wonderful spring. It has this really great roundness to it. This would make banging cables. I 100% believe this would be amazing in cables. So that is the first skein out of this box. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, what's that? Oh, another green. I think we have a green theme going on here. Ooh, oh my. So I may have been wrong about the theme, or maybe not. Okay, no, it definitely, I was thinking that her hint about enjoy these wools was that it was a wool thing, but I think we might be having a green theme. Maybe it's green for the new year, the rebirth of the year. This is Juniper Moon Farm Moonshine. Okay, and it says a luxury blend of Peruvian Highland wool, extra fine baby alpaca, and organic silk. Ooh, so soft. So this is 40% alpaca, 40% wool, and 20% silk. We have 197 yards in 100 grams. The suggested knitting needle size is anywhere from 7 to 9, with 7 to 9, which would be 4.5 to 5.5 millimeters. And it's 16 to 20 stitches over 4 inches. So 197. So I'm going to say this is definitely a worsted weight yarn. And it is just absolutely lovely. Beautiful green. Oh, let's see if I can find a color way. It says color 13. So we don't have a color name. We just have color 13. I'm sure if we go to the Juniper Moon website, they probably have colors there. It is absolutely lovely. Look at that. So it is loosely, it doesn't have plies. It is a single ply yarn and it is loosely spun. It's No, it definitely does not have any plies. So if you spin it kind of backwards, it's fiber. It's beautiful. So you have all this wonderful, wonderful visual texture in the color. And what that is that the different fibers are going to take the color differently. So you've got the silk and you've got the alpaca and you've got the wool, and they're each are going to take it in that, oh, it's just beautiful. It gives it this heathered look, and it is very soft, but it also has a faint fuzz. It has a halo to it, which is going to be the alpaca. The wool is going to bring warmth. The alpaca is going to bring even more warmth. And both the alpaca and silk are going to bring a lot of drape to the party. So it's going to be a very drapey, flowy piece that you knit from this. And the silk is also lending a lot of strength to this. And that is a good thing, because single plies, because of their lack of ply structure, can be a little on the more delicate side, but this one should stand up nicely. It is absolutely lovely. Oh, I really like this one. 2 brand new yarns to me. I haven't seen either of these yarns before. And we've got one more, and green. I sussed out the code. The code is green. Ooh, so this is Farmer's Daughter Fibers, made in Montana, and this is called Juicy DK, a 3rd yarn that I have never laid hand on. So, wonderful variety. This is 100% superwash merino, 274 yards in 100 grams, and the color is Kinnick. I know I am not pronouncing this. I am confident this is probably an indigenous word, and I apologize. It's Kinnikkinnick. So Kinnickinnick. It is a fun word. I'm guessing it's probably a location name, but is very cool. This says cold wash. I assume that means that you should wash it in cold water. Wow. So, as I said at the beginning, merino. You're going to see merino a lot, and superwash. So what is superwash yarn? The properties of wool that make them very grabby and give them a lot of ability to hold their shape when you knit them is the scales that are found on the individual fibers that are sort of like Velcro and hold themselves together. But it's those same scales that if they rub against each other too much, they start breaking and they felt. It's why you can't put like unsuperwash wools in a washing machine, because the agitation and the water can felt them. Superwash has had either a chemical or physical treatment that is you put on it to smooth those scales so they don't catch when they rub against each other, so it resists felting. Therefore, you can put it in a washing machine on gentle cycle and only cold. Okay, this isn't like, this doesn't give you permission to willy-nilly wash it with like your tennis shoes, but it does make it a sturdier product. And also the same treatment smoothing down those scales that make it resistant to felting also makes it absorb color in a really brilliant fashion. So it's just gorgeous. This is a really, I'm not going to go quite with lime green. It's almost like a cactus green. It's absolutely lovely. Let's see what the ply structure looks like. You know what? I'm just realizing I'm wearing a green shirt today. That was not planned in any way, shape, or form. Let's see here. So this is a multi-ply. 1, 2, I think we have 4 plies here, which means it's going to be strong. Even though it's 100%, it doesn't have any nylon in it, I would feel comfortable doing a pair of socks in this. And yes, you can knit DK weight socks. That's not an issue. It's got a nice bounce to it. It's not as bouncy as the Corriedale. The Corriedale itself is super bouncy, but the spin structure on this makes it nice and bouncy. It's going to hold up well. It is just an absolutely lovely yarn. Look at that. You can see here, you can see the ply structure. You can see how it looks. It is a super nice yarn. Oh, did I say it is 274 yards in 100 grams? So, yep, definitely DK weight. So those are our 3 yarns. We have the gorgeous Corriedale, which I don't think I've ever knit with Corriedale. This is from Manos del Uruguay. It's called Cardo. We have the Juniper Moon Farm Moonshine, which is the amazing silk wool, but it's, what kind of wool was this? Peruvian Highland wool, which is another kind of sheep, and silk. So alpaca wool, silk, single ply, gorgeous. And then the Farmer's Daughter fibers made in Montana by a Montanan, gorgeous, juicy DK. And they're all 3. Green is obviously our theme, and they are absolutely lovely. Now, the box is probably not empty because they always send some fun other things. So the new Yarnathon is starting. They have this really fun thing that when you buy their yarn and they ship it to you, it usually comes with a scratch off where you can win some stuff, and you join the Yarnathon and they count the number of feet of yarn that you buy, and as you hit certain milestones, they send you bonuses, and the goal is to get up to a marathon of yarn. They have specials on their website where they have double yardage or double mileage or whatever, where you get extra, like double the amount of yards credited, and I think you can get up to free shipping and all kinds of fun stuff. So that is one of the things, the Yarnathon. And the new Yarnathon starts every year. When you make your first purchase, you're sorted into an actual team, and they have on the Ravelry, they have a group where the teams compete and get badges and all kinds of wacky stuff. So I will link to that below. Make sure you understand it's a Ravelry link in case you're interested in that. Now, oh my goodness! They usually only send 3 skeins of yarn, but I got another one. I'm so excited. Or do they normally send 4 and I'm just clueless? I don't know, but we've got a 4th skein of yarn. Oh my goodness. I am familiar with this yarn and I am excited to show it to you. This is Malabrigo Washted. Okay, this is a worsted weight yarn, and it is a single ply. It is 100% superwash merino. And Malabrigo actually has their own sheep. They're in Uruguay as well. And their merino is exceptionally soft and exceptionally beautiful. And this, I mean, it almost feels like it has silk in it. It is so absolutely beautiful. This yarn number is Candombe is what I'm going with. And let's look at the details on it. It is 210 yards and 100 grams. Says 18 stitches equals 4 inches, US 7 to 9. That is 4.5 to 5.5 millimeters. 100% superwash merino wool. So it is definitely worsted weight. It's honestly very similar in weight to the Juniper Moon. What was the yardage on this one? So this is 197 and this one is 210. So this one's got a little bit more yardage on it. It is absolutely stunning. It is a single ply, but it has a very unique structure to it as far as single plies go. It's almost slightly felted. It's Malabrigo worsted, but superwash version. Look at those colors though. Okay, I'm holding it close to the screen so it can compensate for the lighting. Look at that. They're greens and blues and amethyst, and it's just an absolutely beautiful yarn. I have knit with, well, I have swatched with this yarn before, up to and including knitting a swatch, measuring it, throwing it in the washing machine, and measuring it again. It went through the wash just fine, which is really unusual for a single ply yarn. It's just gorgeous. So this is Malabrigo Washted in Candombe. Did I already change how I pronounced it? Who knows? Ugh, I'm excited. So we have 4 yarns this week, this month, this quarter. Unit of measurement. So what do we have here? Here we go. Just as I mentioned, the Yarnathon Seasons in Woolville. So this is, I believe, what you would get in your first. So it's here, buy yarn, earn prizes with Eat.Sleep.Knit's 2022 shopping rewards program called the Yarnathon. Every time you buy yarn, we'll update your yardage total for the year. You'll receive store credit in your account and goodies in your order every time you reach a new Yarnathon level. Store credit can be spent just like cash on anything and everything at Eat.Sleep.Knit.com. And you're going to have a Yarnathon dashboard to keep track of your 2022 accomplishments and store credits. So at 1,000 yards, you get a $5 credit. At 4,000, you get a $10 credit and a star. At 7,000 yards, you get a $10 credit. At 10,000 yards, you get in the 10K club at a $15 credit and 2 stars. I do not know what the stars mean. 15,000 yards is $15 credit. 23,000 yards is $25 credit and 3 stars. 31,000 yards is $25 credit. 39,000 yards is $25 credit and 4 stars. And 50,000 yards is a $30 credit and 10 stars. Then after that, every additional 10,000 yards gets you $30 credits and 2 more stars. I do not know what the stars are for. Y'all will have to go and check that out. But it has, this is what the scratch off card looks like this year. Very cool. And it's, look, there's a booster club, craft alongs. So you can earn stars for your team. Oh, so that's what the stars are. They're for your team. Or simply boost your Yarnathon yardage. So you can use the stars to boost your yardage. Okay. January through March is brioche, knit, and crochet. April through June is indie dyes only. July through September is designer spotlight Kristen Tendyke. And October through December is whip the whips. So that's getting works in progress done. You can join your badges. We have a coloring page. Look, that looks like fun. So whoever I send this to, I want to color this page, but I won't do that to you. So it's a lot of fun. So I will send this to whoever wins this box. And then also in here, you'll get an Eat.Sleep.Knit pen. And, so what this looks like is when you hit each level, you get a pin. Enamel pins. Are y'all into the enamel pins yet? You see these enamel pins and people put them on your yarn bags and it's really cool. So this is the Pom Pond. That's a really, really nice pin. It has a double back. And this is the Cocoa Hut. Look at that. So that's 4,000 yards. So I think this is a lot of, so these are all the different pins I think that you can get. So that is super cool. I'm going to put all this stuff back in this box. And now is the time to talk about how you can win this box. Okay? There it is, gorgeous. So, Rafflecopter. I will put a link in the description notes below to the video where I explain how to use Rafflecopter. It is a service I use so that I can comply with all laws regarding giveaways in the United States. Go to Rafflecopter. There'll be a link in the description notes below, and once the video is live, I will put it in the first post and pin it so you can see it. You click on that, you go to Rafflecopter. You have to give them your email address. I will not see the email unless you are the winner and I need to contact you. There'll be a drop-down menu where you can check off things like subscribe to my channel, visit Eat.Sleep.Knit using that link. If you're a Patreon, if you're one of my patrons, you get a free entry, and each one of those is an entry, and then I will draw for the winner and send you out the package after we have finished the swatch lab. So this giveaway is running right now, and it runs until January 27th at midnight. So you have from now until then to enter through Rafflecopter. If you have any questions, check those links below. Leave a comment if it's really baffling you, and I will help you out. But you have to use Rafflecopter. You cannot make a comment just like, please enter me, because I cannot enter you. There are laws about storing email addresses, yada, 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 and Rafflecopter handles all of that. So enter to win. Secondly, next month, we will do a swatch lab. I will link to a swatch lab so you can know what that is. But what it is I take a skein of yarn and I'm going to wind it up, and then I'm going to knit a big old swatch that I do cables, I do lace, I do textures, I do all kinds of fun things to see how that yarn performs, to analyze it, to have a conversation with it. And in Swatch Lab, I show you the results of that swatch conversation. Usually Point Your Duck helps me. And what I want you to do is, again, in that same pinned link, there will be a link to a Google poll type form. And I need you to tell me which yarn you want me to swatch. I need all y'all to vote, and whichever yarn gets the highest number of votes, that is the yarn that I will put through its paces in the swatch lab. Now, that means that the winner is going to get a partially net skein. I don't use a huge amount of the yarn. You'll get that yarn balled up. I will include the tag unless I lost it, because I think I lost a tag last year. And if you want, I can also send you the swatch just in case you're tight. You can frog it. So these are your action items. A, I want you to go and visit Eat.Sleep.Knit. Use my clicky link so that they know that I sent you. Oh, and also, if you decide to order something from Eat.Sleep.Knit, you can use the code WATCHBARBKNIT. I'm going to put it right here. And if you enter that as a coupon code, you will get a free pattern courtesy of Eat.Sleep.Knit. So that's a little bonus. Also lets them know that I sent you. So visit them, have some fun, click on that link and check out everything that is in this box, because I know it comes in amazing colors. And then I want you to enter to win the box, and I want you to vote in the poll to let me know which one of these yarns is going to get the Swatch Lab treatment. So I hope you enjoy this unboxing. They are always incredibly fun for me. And if you're watching this at a later time, I do these quarterly. This is January, so the next one will be February, March, April. So watch for the April one if you have missed this one. I will announce the winner of the box in the Swatch Lab video. So that is our time frame. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up, click that like button. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload a new video, please subscribe to my channel and select notifications. And subscribing to my channel gets you an entry in the drawing. So thank you so much.